As-salamu alaykum, all beautiful people. I hope all is well, and thank you so much for clicking on this video because that means that you're interested in doing henna. So if you just stay tuned, I will show you guys how I use stencils to do my henna. I hope it helps you and enjoy the video. First thing first, you need two stencils. One I will be using for my left hand and the other one I will be using for my right hand. And I got these from wish.com. They were $1 a piece. And they come for different hands as well. Alright, so next you will need some pre-made henna paste. And I purchased this from Amazon. It came in a 12-pack, so you get a lot for your money. And I will leave the link below. And you also need a paper towel, something that you can wipe the paste off with because sometimes it gets clogged up. To start off, on clean, dry hands, you're going to put the stencil on in the direction and the placement that you would like. And this is old henna that I have on here, so don't worry about that. And also, I do not use the finger parts, the designs that's on the fingertips on my actual hand because, I don't know, I just don't like to. I feel like the actual finger designs are made for children or like smaller hands or something because it never works out right on my hands, so I just don't worry about it. And also, if you'll notice this line right here, it doesn't really line up because the stencil, it doesn't stick perfectly to your hand, so you have to kind of work with it. And as you can see, it's gonna take me a couple of tries to get it to the position that I would actually like. Once your henna design is applied to your liking, you're going to take your henna paste and remove the top. Alright, with the top removed, you're going to take your paper towel and place it under your hand. And you're going to give the henna paste some squeeze because you need to get the dried areas out of the top. Right before you apply your henna, just press on it and make sure that everything is sticking down the way that it should be because you don't want to start doing the henna and then have it mess up, you know. And now it is time to apply the henna paste, so just take your time and work at your own pace. I just finished filling in all the spaces on the stencil. So this line right here, I was having some problems with it. So once I actually remove this stencil, I'll be able to fix that with just a couple of lines of henna paste, no problem. While removing your stencil, you just want to make sure that you do not touch your skin with the stencil because there is leftover henna on the actual stencil and it will make marks on your hand that you do not need in your design. And also, as you can see, the aftermath of the stencil is not perfect by any means, and that line also I have to go back in and redraw it. So I'm going to show you how I fill in my stencil and perfect the designs. I will also be extending the design out to the end of my hand so that it looks complete and it looks all in one. I decided to go ahead and put a design on my middle finger as well to kind of tie in, but I think I will be adding something to that later on. But that is pretty much how the stencil will look after you add your touch-ups and after you extend it and all that good stuff. So you just want to make it your own, and yeah. Alright, now I'm about to show you the stencil on my left hand. Because I am right-handed, this one will look a lot better than the other hand because I'm not good with my left hand at all. And plus, this design is more centered, so you have to focus on centering the actual design, which is kind of hard because it seems like it's crooked. Uh, so you have to keep your arm a certain way, but you'll see. So once again, we are going to make sure that we pat that down really good to make sure that it adheres to the skin and it doesn't pick up while you are applying your henna paste to your stencil. And if you are like me and you're doing both of your hands at the same time, you have to be extra careful not to transfer your henna from your right hand or smear it in any kind of way because it does stain really easily and it does not take that long to stain on your skin. So I'm just going to fill in this design like I did the other one. Just make sure you apply a good amount of henna because when you pick up the stencil, it will remove some of the henna. So make sure you put a good amount on your stencil when doing this. And once again, you are going to remove it. And I wasn't really sure how I was going to remove it from the bottom or the top, but it just seems a lot easier to remove it from the top. So we are going to remove it slowly and making sure that the stencil does not retouch the skin because it will leave marks and it will stain in areas that you do not want it to stain. With this particular design, you will notice that there are areas all around the stencil, like both of the sides, that are incomplete. So you will have to draw it on there yourselves and just kind of finish the detailing on the stencil. But it's really easy because it's pretty much lines. So I'm showing you now how I completed the stencil myself, and then I decided to add something at the end, but then I realized I didn't really like it, so I just tried to make it my own, but I think it turned out okay. Yeah, so I got a little crazy with the details, and then I decided to do the same thing on my middle finger. So this is both hands together, and I did smear a little bit on the right hand, but it is okay. And you're gonna let this sit for like up to 2 hours if you can, that long, but try not to use water as often and it will come off. So I will show you the after shots. I hope this video really helped everyone, and I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.